something in mind that we think we will learn something someday. But no one knows when that someday is going to come. Like you might have thought to learn guitar or a new language or anything which makes you feel good and gives you confidence. But the main problem is we never understand how to start learning. Or you might think you have no time to learn something new. In this video, we'll talk about how to learn anything fast, which is inspired from the book The First 20 Hours written by Dr. Josh Kaufman. He had a great interest in learning new things. But after he got a child, it was hard for him to learn something new. So he decided to research this topic and he found that a normal person can learn a new skill in just 20 hours. But to make this possible, you have to follow these 5 rules. Rule number 1. Set target performance level. Before you learn any new skill, you must have clarity on why you want to learn it and how good you want or need to be. For example, if I want to learn guitar, the reason could be I want to play it when I'm stressed out or to entertain my friends. The next aspect of how much to learn, you could define it as to play 4 to 5 songs. But the aspect of how much, one should have pretty relatable aspiration, which means if you want to achieve the level of giving a performance on the stage, then 20 hours may not just be sufficient. So, before you want to learn anything new, you must be clear with these 2 questions, or you might get confused and you will end up procrastinating. Rule number 2. The construction of skills. According to the Pareto principle, for many outcomes, roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of the causes, which means you get 80% of results from just 20% of effort only. In this scenario, the author learned how to put strings properly, and from a rock band named Rockstars, he learned that we can play all types of pop songs just by using 5 strings. So he focused on learning only those 5 chords by dividing them into further sub skills like how to hold ukulele, finger movement skills, strumming skills, etc. With this strategy, he learned to play the guitar in only 20 hours. Similarly, every skill has some common skill which gives us maximum results. We should concentrate on those first. Rule number 3. Research just enough. One experiment was done in which class students were divided into 2 groups and they were given the job to make a pot. First group was told that they will get more marks if they create more pots. And the second group was told that they are supposed to make only 1 pot and their marks depend on the quality of the pot. And the result was like this. Group B did loads of research and created only 1 pot, which was good in quality. But on the other side, the group A learned from trial and error and created around 10 times more pots than group B, having almost similar or better quality. A group students learned from their mistakes and created more pots than group B in both quality and quantity. This experiment shows that practical action is the most important stuff. Most of the time we make this mistake to learn something new. We spend a maximum amount of time on theory work and at last we see that we don't have time to learn something new. So make a note of this. If you want to learn something new, research just enough to practice properly. Because at the end, practice will give you results, not your research. Rule number 4. Removing barriers. Practicing for 20 hours is not a big deal. If you practice 40 minutes a day, you will reach your goal within 1 month. But keep in mind, in those 40 minutes, you should have unshakable focus to be very effective. You have to do 2 things to avoid distractions. One is to remove the barriers to avoid distraction, like switch off your TV, keep your phone in silent mode, and try to practice in quiet place where no one can distract you, at least for 40 minutes. Second is, you should make the least effort before starting practicing. For example, if you want to learn martial arts, you should choose the center nearest to you, which requires less effort. Rule 5. Be committed to 20 hours. That means you must say to yourself that no matter what happens, I will take out 20 hours to learn new stuff. If you commit 20 hours, it it will help you to overcome that frustrating stage which we all have to go through before learning a new skill. Now you can learn anything using these 5 rules in just 20 hours. Thank you for watching the video and see you soon in another video.